EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Shepard. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Looking to throw. Shepard. And that is incomplete. This defense for the Titans, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Shepard. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Looking to throw. Shepard. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hines. Touchdown, Colts! Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Banks. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Colts pick it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And only able to muster a couple, down to about the 27. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wolf. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Shepard. And it's caught. Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you? All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Blankenship out for the point after. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now a give, right side. It's Whitaker, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Quiddy Pay. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. 21-0 our score after 1. To throw on 2nd down. Banks. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
2nd and 6. He finds his man, complete. That's Moore. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off-play action. Banks under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Banks. He finds his man, complete. It's Moore. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st and 10, Banks. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Banks.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 11. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
From way up at the 23, and he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Banks. Flush to his right. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now left side on the swing pass. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Banks. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And he will have a Titans first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Banks. Forced out to his left. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there, with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And I believe they've buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play, with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. Throwing on first down. Shepard got his man complete over the middle. It's Wolf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, Shepard. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Shepard escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Colts. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown. Out of the season, and the Colts are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. That's complete to Whitaker. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. To throw on second down, Banks. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Blankenship out for the point after. And the route is on here in this first half.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Throwing after the interception. Banks to the right side, and he's got more complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Banks, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point, and able to get this out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
On 1st and 10, Banks. Again, he finds more. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try and throw for it here. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They'll look to throw again.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On 4th down, Banks. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Shepard. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
To throw on 3rd down, Shepard. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back to throw again.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Off the play fake, Shepard. He finds his man, complete. It's Wolf. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Whitaker. And some space here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now, after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw. Banks. He finds his man, complete. That's Moore. And the Colts pick it up. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that will extend this big lead.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Banks. Hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Colts pick it up. Past the 20. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing on first down. Banks over the middle, complete. That's Taylor. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. To throw on second down. Banks.
They'll get that one to Taylor, complete.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 12-yard line. Back to throw. Banks. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Banks. Flush under pressure again, and down he goes again. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Banks. He'll hit Whitaker in the flat. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. They've got his man complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken in at the 3. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard. Line and no further.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call...
Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there on the catch and run. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Banks. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Banks. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
2nd and 16.
Looking to throw. Banks. Throw left side, complete. That's Whitaker. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Back to throw. Banks. Being chased out left. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's Rodgers here with a grab. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway in Foxborough.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
The play fake, now Young. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover.
They go play action, Young. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by the safety, Taylor Mays. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Running right through him. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor.
And the Titans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
1st and 10, Young. Airing it out deep for Smith. And incomplete on the deep ball.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Young. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Young to throw it. Smith catches left side. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. 4th down, Young. And the 3-time Pro Bowler Frank Wycheck with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On play action, Young. Looking here for Smith downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And it's a Titans touchdown. Frank Wycheck, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans have taken a 1st quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 7-0.
Patriots nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jayon Brown gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he's got it. Touchdown, Patriots! From 21 yards away. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point up and good by Folk. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now here's Young. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath. Gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Young. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Throwing. Young. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now Young. Out to the left side, and it's caught by Frank Wycheck. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now Young on 4th down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing now is Brady. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Now a play fake, Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And Folk's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
From the 16, Young. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw, Young. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. We've seen this offense do some unconventional things thus far, but they couldn't go for it on 4th down here, could they?
Could someone patch us into the head coach's headset? Punt the ball.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. It's Young off play action. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Off the play fake, Young. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
To the air once more, Young. He's going to go up top again. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And the Pats will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now he dumps this off over the middle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Brady. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Meanwhile, Brady's throw there taken in by Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 44-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Brady now on first down. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone, possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's Young on first down. He's got Smith here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On first down, it's Patterson. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. From the 38, Young. Complete. Smith has it. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Patterson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. On 1st and 10, Young. Smith catches left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Young. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. Young on 3rd down. He's got his tight end, Frank Wycheck. Touchdown! Frank Wycheck, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are going to retake the lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here we go. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54. Hey, 66.
Here's Brady. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. So no gain on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 15.
Brady. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Here's the former Saint and Viking Morton Anderson to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Young off the bootleg. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They go play action. Young. On the catch, it's Andre Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
1st and 10, Young. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on. A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Young. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Again, it's Young. This is caught, and he's brought down.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Here is Young. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And it's a Titans touchdown. Cordero Patterson.
Fine work there on the touchdown run.
And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Saints nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down gets him a yard to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 9.
Play action. Now Palmer steps away. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with 3rd down looming.
Try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
You know, it was tough for them to stand on the sidelines and watch the other team take it downfield and score, wasn't it? So they knew when they got on the field, it's on them. Pick up first downs, get downfield and score. Have that been picking up that 3rd and short.
I was just going to say, you and I were talking before the game, those 3rd down conversions are going to be huge in this one. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Palmer. He sets to fire deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Palmer now off the bootleg. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Palmer to throw again. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans 19. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They give it to Williams, running right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Deion Sanders disrupting things on the defensive side. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Play action. It's Palmer. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyler Boyd there to make the grab. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Morton Anderson now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Young will set to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On 2nd and 15 now. Young in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. And instead, they want to throw it off play action. They'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Titans. Lance Allworth, 92 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Johnson on the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney able to drop him for a loss of a couple. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, You don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Following the interception, Young.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Young's throw complete there to Johnson.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now here's Young. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. To the air once more, Young. Flush to his right. And it's caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 2nd down and goal. Young. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. No, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Young with it, 3rd and goal. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Cordell Patterson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Next to score, Titans 21, Saints 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now here's Johnson. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. That is caught. It's Chad Johnson. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now Palmer. Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
He's going to air one out. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. And the Titans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Young. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I've established the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Brian Orakpo. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Palmer. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They'll try and throw for him with Palmer. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Throwing now, Palmer on 1st down.
And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Palmer. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always...
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Out of the gun, Palmer. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it. Now the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Eluding the pressure, and he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Tyler Boyd, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Saints are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Anderson on for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Titans 21, Saints 14. Anderson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Young off the play fake. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Young's throw there taken in by Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Off the play fake, Young. Flush to his right. 20! And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
From the red zone now, Young. This is caught. Touchdown. Derrick Henry. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returning it, Johnson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Here's Palmer. Under pressure, they got him again. Brad Van Pelt in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Palmer will throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
picked off by Christian Fulton.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And Young's going to throw it here.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. To the right side, and complete to Jefferson. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It'll be Young again. And it's caught. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Throwing, Young. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Cordero Patterson there to make the grab. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Johnson now returning. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
As they can.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. The former Saint and Viking Morton Anderson to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down gets 3 up to the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Young. On the catch, it's Andre Johnson. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Young. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Titans. Lance Allworth, 64 yards. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. On first down, it's Cunningham. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this one is incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line.
That's a gain of 3. It's
Cunningham looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They're going to try and throw. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Off play action, it's Cunningham. They'll roll him out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Here's Cunningham. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Teams talk all the time about stretching the defense, and nothing stretches the field more than a deep ball, and I mean a deep ball. That one didn't connect, but certainly they'll be back on their heels.
And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. He's going to air one out. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Just keeping the play alive. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Randall Cunningham, 14 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Anderson, up and good.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith, 73 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now here's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
At their own 8-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play. You come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
Now Cunningham. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, wide open, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for the Niners. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Cunningham. He's going to let it go again. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jerry Rice, 34 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Oh, such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There's so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. And how about this decision? Tie game first half, but here's an onside kick. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And the Titans are going to recover the football. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Young now from the 50. Eluding the pressure right. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. The play fake. Now Young. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's Young off play action. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Ted Hendricks.
And the Niners are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now Cunningham. Dancing to his left. It'll be a loss of 15 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Cunningham to throw. Flush to his right. He finds his man, complete. That's Sherman. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man, complete. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now a first down throw, Cunningham.
Again, it's Johnson.
Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Returning it, Johnson.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. Going for the deep ball. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there for the Niners. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. To throw on second down, Cunningham. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety, Cam Chancellor.
And the Titans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it, because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
On second and very short, Young. And the three-time Pro Bowler Frank Wycheck with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now here's Young. This is the tight end Wycheck with it right side. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They go play action. Young. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Young.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Deion Sanders.
And the 49ers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it a 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Cunningham. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Back now here in Santa Clara. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Cunningham looking to throw.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the